want to warn you that this video you're about to see is extremely graphic. The surveillance footage that was captured inside of a Los Angeles hotel in 2016 allegedly shows Combs assaulting then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a hallway. A now settled lawsuit filed by Ventura claimed that she was trying to leave the hotel after a drunken Combs punched her. The video appears to show Combs chasing her down the hall, throwing her to the ground, and then repeatedly kicking her. So far, there's been no comment from Combs or his attorney.
What's going on, everybody? It's your brother Nubreed coming through with another live stream. And now the ritual is coming around full circle. Peace and blessings to the chat. I see you brothers and sisters rolling in. Pink Leslie's in the building. Lloyd Matthew. Matt is in the house. Carletta. Azariah. Spam. Powerful prayer warrior. Blessings to y'all. So the ritual has begun. Actually, I should say it's coming to an end. See, ladies and gentlemen, in the media, you have to question everything. You must look beneath the surface and understand that the puppet masters who are pulling the strings are operating in deep sorcery and witchcraft. See, ladies and gentlemen, there's a ritual going on. A humiliation ritual. And yes, Sean Combs is guilty of being a ringleader and a gatekeeper of this ritual. He did it to Cassie. He harmed Cassie in the most barbaric ways possible. She knew what she signed up for because she was part of that world. But nonetheless, she's pushing back. And now the ritual comes to an end right on the day of the Met Gala. Also on another holy day, or what they call a holiday, which is Cinco de Mayo. That's going on today too, which is linked to the Day of the Dead. So all while that's going on, the Met Gala ritual is being performed as well. And see, now she completes the ritual. Now she gets to be the star witness in the downfall of a billionaire empire and the downfall of Sean Combs. Now she takes lead in the ritual. See, they into that dominatrix, that BDSM, all of the above. But now it's her time to take charge. And the whole world is watching. Now, in case y'all don't understand, ladies and gentlemen, the Day of the Dead is here. And I'm talking about the Day of the Spiritually Dead. And the Met Gala is known for celebrities coming together, throwing on these elaborate costumes. And what it is they're showing you a microcosm of what they do off in the hills of Hollywood within the industry. We're talking about these eyes wide shut parties. They're showing you what they do within the Rothschild family when they have these strange parties and they come together and they wear costumes and masks and all kind of debauchery and filth takes place. Now, Sean Combs, his life is the sacrifice. His livelihood, his empire, his existence. Now, he's guilty because he played the game. That's what happened when you dance with the devil. That's what happens when you part of Satan's army. When you part of Satan's kingdom. He comes back to collect. His time is out. It's time to phase Diddy out. And now the empowerment of the divine feminine continues. Now, make no mistake about it. Cassie was part of that world. But that's no reason why we celebrate or we say that, you know, that's what she gets to get beat like that and all of that. No, 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 no. She got into that world and was given onto the gatekeepers. Because you got people out here who are barbaric and like to see women hurt and tortured and like to see women mutilated and downtrodden and in pain. Definitely. That's a sick-minded individual. Now, I want y'all to imagine what Cassie went through, because she went through a real humiliation ritual. Cassie went through it, y'all. I mean, she had the whole internet talking about what happened with her. You had all these blogs seeing her get beat like that on camera. That is humiliating. Talking about how she was spread to this guy and that guy. You even had one guy on YouTube talking like this. This is how sick it got on social media.
Imagine how her holes was after a night of freak Diddy parties. Night of freak Diddy parties. Imagine the trauma she had to endure. Imagine the nightmares she felt. Imagine the pain. Imagine the pain in her vagina. How her holes was. Imagine the pain in her back door. Oh, yeah. You think at Diddy's parties, these ladies just get their JJ blown open? Oh, no. Their back door get blown open wide. Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
You damn satanic ass shits. Ah.
And then you had people like that on the internet who was amused by her pain. So people on the internet revealed their dark, sick fetishes and fantasies, how barbaric and insane they really are. People got off on Cassie being hurt. It was in their enjoyment. And guess what? Now it's Diddy's turn. Now it's Diddy's turn. Everybody got off on Cassie being in harm and pain and anguish. At least not everybody. You have some sick people on the internet. But now it's Diddy's turn to face utter destruction. Now it's Diddy's turn to deal with the consequences for his actions. Now I'm going to tell y'all, it's a ritual now. It is a ritual. Hold on one moment.
Great. I think it's
all arrived, right?
Now I'm taking you to the Met Gala 2024. Now I want you to see he's wearing white as if he's pure, right? Cassie is wearing a black and she's dressed in a suit. Pay attention to the role reversal because this is a ritual, y'all. Y'all got to understand we're looking at a ritual here. Now y'all got to keep in mind, who on earth gets a RICO charge and there's no other accomplices? It's all for the show. How can Diddy get a RICO charge by himself? Make that make any sense? Right? They wearing the Masonic colors. This is checkerboard. Exactly. Now just pay attention here. Let's go. Hold on one moment.
We got Miss Cassie, we got Diddy, guys. The party is starting because y'all arrived, right?
whenever everybody's here, everybody just looks great. I think it's a collection.
Yeah. Head to toe, describe to me what's the inspiration behind your outfit tonight. Was it an all-white party?
I just wanted to just keep it, simple and plain, angelic.
Angelic. So what y'all got to understand is Diddy represents purity at this moment. Why? Because nobody knows what he's doing to, you know, Cassie behind the scenes. And even Satan must appear like an angel of light. Satan was a fallen angel. So Diddy is acting as the angelic one, and she's wearing the dark. She's wearing a man's suit. She's taking a dominant role at that moment. And this is just a year ago. This is just a year ago. This is 2024's Met Gala. Now, it's crazy just to imagine that all of this happened in 1 year, but it did, y'all. Ain't time crazy like that? But anyway, let's continue.
I really try to overdo it with the theme, but just, you know, have it be more sophisticated and more minimalistic.
Right, you are. And please tell me about your look tonight. You look amazing.
I'm wearing head to toe Tom Brown, and I just wanted to be, you know, at my Sunday's best, you know, suited and booted. I always wear a dress, so I wanted to try something different.
She always wear a dress. She's always feminine. But that night she took on the masculine. This signified and predicted what was going to happen just a short year later, where she was going to take the boss position. Telling y'all.
It's just like everyday life for us.
Okay, somebody corrected me and says this is 2018's Met Gala. Okay, well, it was posted last year, so I will stand corrected on that. If I'm incorrect, I will stand corrected. No issues. YouTube sometimes titles videos the wrong way. All right, and that's where I got this from. So it is what it is, but still, nonetheless, everything I'm saying still stands. There was a ritual that was put in place.
Yeah. You angelic all the time?
She said, are you angelic all the time?
Final question. Is there anything that you may want to confess tonight before you go in?
I keep everything right here.
You see that? Is there anything that you want to confess? Look how she looking. He giving her the Ike Turner stare down. Do you see this? That's the Ike Turner stare down right there.
Final question. Is there anything that you may want to confess tonight before you go in?
Look at that. Is there anything you want to confess before you go in? Oh, she had a lot of secrets. She knew everything that he was doing. This is why right now, today, she is the star witness in this case. Is it anything you want to confess? She know all the secrets. She know everything going on.
I keep everything right here.
She's going to keep the secrets. She kept the secrets.
Or right here.
There you go. That's how you do it, right? Y'all have an amazing time tonight. Thank you for blessing this carpet.
Now, I'm going to show y'all. What's going on with 2025's Met Gala. And we're going to read up on about Cassie a little bit more here, too, so you can understand what her position and her role in this trial is, right? Now, I'm going to share my screen with you all. And we're going to the 2025 Met Gala update.
Gala is just one day away, and it is the one night of the year on which celebrities and designers make some serious fashion statements, unforgettable on the red carpet. This year's theme is super fine, tailoring Black style.
Yeah, it's taking Black dandyism and shining a global spotlight on it. It's also highlighting the incredible works of fashion designers and editors, rather, like Andre Leon Talley and Dapper Dan, who for decades have been.
Now imagine this. This year's Met Gala is going to be focused around Black folks. Now, the irony of that is uncanny, because you have this Cassie and Diddy situation taking place right now. And all while that's going on, the Met Gala is focusing on Black folks when P. Diddy had a lot to do with a lot of Black fashion. See, it's a sacrifice, it's a ritual. His life has to go. I would not be surprised if they pretty much nailed Diddy to the cross, hypothetically speaking, you know, Of course, we know Diddy ain't nowhere near like a Christ-like figure, but he is the sacrifice for the elite. I wouldn't be surprised if they find ways to, you know, literally have him offed in jail, or there's another way this can pan out, or find a way to keep him in the storyline, because everything is scripted. Everything is scripted, ladies and gentlemen.
Been the embodiment of this style. Joining us is fashion expert Tahira Foster. Tahira, thank you for joining us. This is great to have you here. Now, for people who may not be familiar with this year's theme, or even just Black dandyism in and of itself, how would you actually define that?
So this year's theme, we will be celebrating 300 years of Black style tailoring across the diaspora. So we are here to say and show everything that we have.
So the Met Gala surrounded by our people. I'm gonna tell y'all what we're gonna see. We're gonna see a lot of African root, Africa spiritualism, witchcraft. Look, this is the year where they bring that out full-fledged. The celebrities are really gonna be pushing it. That's the reason why the Sinners movie dropped this year. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, y'all gonna see a lot of strange costumes, elaborate get-ups that they're gonna have on, and it's gonna be promoting witchcraft, Black Africanism. That's the theme of the year, right? Because they're doing a conjuring of spells as we speak, and everybody's actually at the Met Gala right now waiting for it to start, and there's going to be an energy harvest, a soul harvest going on there. Make no mistake about it. All while the Diddy trial is starting very soon. They're picking out the jurors and all of that, but the Diddy trial is starting any day. Let's go.
Have to offer as Black creatives and Black fashion designers.
What does dandyism mean? So it has a historical...
Yeah, so dandyism actually is a celebration of personal style. And so you will see people really tap into themselves, show like...
Dandyism? See, these people look at this fashion as a religion.
What they're not able to wear on a regular basis, they'll be able to wear on the carpet. So it's going to just be about oozing personality. Okay, it will have a lot to do with tailoring, suiting. It's going to be fantastic.
So it's the NBA draft. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm kidding.
Right?
Sorry.
It is the Super Bowl. That is the nickname, the Super Bowl of fashion.
Yes, it is. No, it's huge.
All right, so there's a bunch of co-chairs. You know, we have LeBron James, Pharrell Williams. How do they exemplify Black dandyism?
So because it's all about personal style, we have seen all of these co-chairs really...
It's going to be about self-worship. It's going to be about idolatry. It's going to be a whole ritual going on. Yeah, they're going to have a lot of black and white. You're going to see a lot of black and white Masonic checkerboard type of fashions going on. And it's all to complete the ritual. Let's go.
Show us what they have in their personal life and on the red carpet. So I think they're all perfect. They all know how to blur the lines between masculine and feminine. They're not afraid. So they're
going to be blurring the lines between masculine and feminine. Blurring the lines between masculine and feminine.
We got Miss Cassie, we got Diddy, guys. The party is starting because y'all arrived, right?
Whenever everybody just looks great. I just, have it be more sophisticated and more minimalistic.
That's right, you are. And please tell me about your look tonight. You look amazing.
I'm wearing head to toe Tom Brown, and I just wanted to be, at my Sunday's best, suited and booted. I always wear a dress, so I wanted.
She always wear a dress, but then she took on the masculine. There's a ritual. It's right in our faces. Now it's her time to dominate Diddy in the courtroom. Oh, man, these people plan this stuff.
Disturbing new video appears to support some.
These people plan this stuff. Hold on, let's get back to it.
perfect co-chairs for this year's theme.
All right. Any celebrities that you are going to be keeping your eye on?
Yeah.
Cannot wait to see what cape or draping or pinstripes.
Yeah.
You better believe that one of these celebrities going to wear a dress. Probably going to be for real. You're going to have these men, you know, wearing women's clothing. You're going to have women wearing men's clothing, because now it's the empowerment of the divine feminine this year.
I actually can't wait to see Doechii. Doechii is having a huge year in music.
She's been lining it up.
Yeah, and she also took over Paris Fashion Week, and this is her first Met. So I don't know what she's going to wear, but I know when she hits those steps, it's going to be incredible.
Now, what about the designers? Do you have any like inside scoop from those designers?
Yeah, what you're expected to see are a heavy focus on Black designers, especially designers that haven't had the chance.
It's all about Black designers. While Diddy, who made, you know, Bad Boy clothing, whatever that Sean John clothing, he's being destroyed at the moment. Now, Diddy deserve everything that he get. Diddy is a ringleader. Diddy is a parasite. Diddy, he preyed on men and women. Diddy is nothing short of satanic. He is a known Satanist, and he's getting what's coming to him. And now it's Cassie's time to shine. And see, there's a cycle we see going on in Hollywood, not even just Hollywood, but in the industry. And that's women leaving these men in prison, like we have with Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. By the way, Tory Lanez put out a banger from jail. He's locked up, still putting out better music than Meg Thee Stallion. But nonetheless, that's how the ritual goes. They empower these women. Now, of course, we rooting for Cassie. Listen, Cassie is a survivor. And I know that there's sick-minded people out there who say because she's in the industry, she deserves what she got and all of that. No, we don't believe that over here. What we believe in is, you know, if you have any leadership over a woman, you lead her the right way. You direct her the right way. And also, we want people to learn from Cassie's life. Don't be that woman who wants the fame and success so much that you're willing to align yourself with these vultures. That you align yourself with these evil men who will lead you astray through diverse lust. It's a miracle that Cassie even survived what she went through.
In the past to showcase their talent. So expect to see things from Martine Rose, Christopher John Rogers, Laquan Smith. Someone told me Sergio Hudson might be dressing about 16 people.
Whoa.
Yes,
Hello.
yes, it's
All
going
right.
to be a big night for Black designers and Black creatives to have a platform.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much for having
Talking about
me.
this, getting us even more excited.
It's going to be great.
Love
It's gonna be
speaking.
A lot of Black empowerment on the Met Gala this year.
great.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
so much.
And you know the irony of it, Diddy was trying to promote Black empowerment to a degree, but he got beside himself and they had to put him back in place. The powers that be had to get him back, put him back in the pocket. Because what happened with Diddy is Diddy got out of pocket. See, what they did was they gave Diddy the record label. Bad Boy was popping in the 90s. That time died out, left a lot of artists in a hole. The list is incredible how many artists he left shattered and broken. They turned around and gave him the clothing line, Sean John. That was popping, mid-90s, late 90s, Sean John. That fizzled out. People start going towards more of the other designers. Then they gave him TV. They said, making a band. Diddy, we giving you making a band. Dylon. Ines still be spitting too, by the way. They gave us making a band. He's getting that reality show money. He was the face of reality show in the 2000s. 2010s. Now we in the 2020s, and they gave him liquor. 2018 through 2024, 2023. They gave Diddy the liquor. But guess what happened? Diddy started feeling like he back in the music industry. He eating. He got millions of dollars, billions of dollars. He's like, I'm a billionaire. Y'all don't tell me, not tell y'all. So the elite said, oh, your time is up. the elite said that's how you want to carry it, your time ends now. So now the ritual gets completed. Let's go.
Entertainment reporter Joel Gargiulo is going to be at the.
All right, so the Met Gala is going on, and it's part of the Black empowerment ritual, and it's fake Black empowerment because all of these individuals are not. Check this out: all the clothes they're wearing. Guess what? This is about to really get y'all. All of them created by China. China. That's the crazy part. Of course, they slapped some French sticker on it, some European sticker on it. But here's the irony of it. None of those people who are wearing those clothes are wearing Black designers. It's to rock y'all back to sleep. Instead of empowering yourselves, making your own clothing, becoming entrepreneurs, supporting your own clothing, or even getting the clothing for cheap from elsewhere. We'll just say it that way. They're going to rock you right back to sleep with this Met Gala. We need the Black folks. Master, like, we need the Black folks to go put on, these expensive Da Vinci, Johnny, Louis, Vinci, Prada, Gucci. We need them to get in front of their people, put those clothes back on. Let's do the ritual. Let's perform the sacrifice of combs. And we're going to bring the people right back in, because these are the people who are the consumers. Those are the ones who fuel and fund our economy. So it's a clown show. They put them people in front of you to bring you back into the clown show, spending your hard-earned money on nonsense. Telling you. I'm telling you. Yep. The clothing industry is nothing but a humiliation ritual. And Yeezy, Kanye, he one of the biggest parts of it. Facts. Facts. Now, let's talk about Cassie. Let's talk about her, man, because it's her time now. It's Cassie's turn now. Let's go. Let me pull this up. I got an article I want to share with y'all, because she will be the star witness. And we're going to go to TMZ. Cassie, from civil lawsuits to trial testimony, her crucial role in the case against Diddy. Now, she's the star witness because Cassie's seen it all. She's seen it all. She know where he has the bodies, so to speak. Cassie dated Diddy for more than a decade, and now she'll likely deliver some of the most important testimony at his federal trial, starting later this month. The singer-songwriter has played a large role in Diddy's life, no doubt. And we're going to recap the last couple years as they pertain to Diddy's life, beginning in the late 2023, when she filed a civil lawsuit against him. Back in November of that year, Cassie sued Diddy, accusing him of rape, human trafficking, and other crimes. It was also the first time anyone had made mention of the alleged freak-offs. Prosecutors claimed Diddy had blank with Cassie, claiming he coordinated sexual encounters between her and male prostitutes and pleasured himself while watching. Man, this dude is sick. Sick. So we know that Diddy is going to get exactly what Diddy deserves, right? Diddy's lawyers initially called this lawsuit a shakedown, but just a day later, he agreed to settle for an undisclosed amount. That's an admission to guilt. When somebody get to settling out of court, you're guilty. That's an admission. If you're innocent, you're going to fight. At the same time, the NYPD told us Diddy was not the subject of an investigation despite Cassie's lawsuit. Numerous others alleged victims came forward in the following months and filed similar lawsuits against the music mogul. Of course, we have the surveillance footage. And this is disturbing images. So what we'll do is kind of zoom by it. As you can see, you know, Diddy is caught in 4K savagely doing what he did to Cassie. Now, you know, allow us to continue here. Then in May of last year, the now infamous tape of Diddy beating up Cassie in a hotel hallway was published by CNN. The video shows Cassie leaving the hotel room and heading for the elevators when Diddy, wearing only a towel, follows her and knocks her to the ground. And we all seen it. And I want to play with Harvey off of Two Angry Men exposes what he knows about Diddy.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. From your morning podcast to your afternoon playlist, State Farm knows you personalize your entire day. And that's why State Farm helps you personalize your insurance with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. It offers coverage options that help protect what you care about most at an affordable price just for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
So the judge ruled Diddy could wear street clothes in court. What he wears is important because the defense is arguing Diddy led a swingers lifestyle, not a...
Now I want you to understand everything from what Diddy is wearing in this trial is going to be very important. There's going to be coded messages in everything that we see regarding this trial. Everything from what Diddy is wearing to everything that is said. And actually, you know, it's going to be starting. The jury selection is going to be starting real soon, man. But let's continue. Let's continue.
Criminal lifestyle. And if you put him in a cardigan sweater like the Brady Bunch, it doesn't work. Welcome to the Two Angry Men podcast. I'm Harvey Levin.
I'm Mark Garrett.
Well, they playing the whole podcast. We're not going to go there. I thought it was just a quick news brief. But we also have People Magazine. We're going to go to People Magazine and we're going to read up on Cassie as well. Diddy Combs, ex-Cassie Ventura, to testify using her name, not anonymously, in sex trafficking trial. So Cassie ain't going anonymous. Like the other people, they not, you know, she not going anonymous. She has no need to, because Diddy is pretty much done. It's pretty much over for Diddy at this point. So they're going to bring in Cassie. She's not afraid anymore, which also brings her empowerment. And now I want you to notice something. Even on People Magazine, she's wearing white again. She's now wearing the white, and Diddy's wearing black. Do y'all see this ritual that continually happens, right? From the Met Gala to now. Now she's back, the one who is of light, to go ahead and get Diddy out the way. Cassie Ventura is prepared to testify against her ex-partner, Sean Combs, in an up-and-coming trafficking trial using her name. People can exclusively reveal 3 other victims, are preparing to testify against the disgraced musician anonymously. Combs will go to trial on May 5th for trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. So you have it. Cassandra Cassie is prepared to testify. In a motion filed on Friday, April 4th, prosecutors state that victim number 1 would not be testifying anonymously against Combs. Up and coming trial. 38-year-old Cassie. She is prepared to testify under her own name, and the other 2 victims are going to remain anonymous. I'm telling y'all. So here we have it. Here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The trial of the century will be beginning soon. And hopefully, you know, this help add some type of context to what's going on. Of course, we're going to have you know, more updates and more coverage as this story develops. You know, I just wanted to keep y'all up to date so y'all can see what's going on with this trial. We got more news coming, man. I want y'all to be blessed out here. I want to thank y'all for joining. The ritual begins, or the ritual ends. All right? It's coming to a halt. Now, y'all be blessed out there, man. More material coming. Thank y'all for viewing. Shalom. Peace.